Hi Taurus, this is Foxy. I'm Lynn. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a general reading today. I've already cleared the energy of the cards and pulled your cards. So we will get started here. Your first card that came out is the Strength card. This card represents your current situation. This is a card of, this card is represented by Leo in astrology. So for your first message, you got the Strength card. The message on the card is, I can deal with whatever comes my way. So Spirit's saying you have the strength, the persuasion, the influence, the control, balance, integrity, generosity, inner power, self-confidence, inner strength, courage. Just keep focusing on what you're doing. This is a card of bravery and compassion. So basically, Spirit is saying whatever you're going on, whatever you're dealing with in your life right now and in the future, Spirit's just reminding you of the strength that you have, okay? The Strength card asks you to hold your position and face whatever confronts you. You may feel you are being tested, but with calm acceptance, the situation is manageable. This may relate to an external situation or an inner emotional conflict. This card could also represent the return of vitality and a sense of well-being. This card is about understanding your drives and passions. By understanding and accepting them, you can use them to achieve your goals. You can become so self-possessed that you move through your life with a quiet strength that doesn't need to exert itself needlessly, but is always ready when needed. Taurus, this card suggests that now is a time to exert that quiet yet undeniable strength you have within you. Okay? Time to show the world who you truly are, your strength within you. You've come through severe trials and have triumphed. You've found your deep inner strength, and it will see you through whatever comes your way. You are firmly connected to the instinctual world, and you are now able to make friends with it and control it. Your positive connection to your animal self will protect and care for you. Your inner drives are in harmony with your outer needs, and your instinctive nature supports all that you do or hope to do. At this time, Spirit is saying your intuition should lead the way. Really follow your intuition. You're exhibiting moral courage and fortitude. You've learned to work with your own instinctive nature, to listen to it and hear its whisperings. You have come through difficulties and learned to rely on inner strength to solve your problems. This is a time when faith in yourself will pay off. You've made yourself strong by experiencing life's trials and tribulations. Again, Spirit saying, Taurus, it's a time to let people around you know who you are, especially if there's anyone that's been dominating you. Okay? Yeah, okay. Strength indicates that spiritual strength must replace or overcome physical strength. Okay? Females conquer animal natures not by brute force, but by gentleness and feeling their way into rapport with the instinctive side. Okay? So let's just keep going here. Your next card is the Lover's card, and this card represents what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation. And you have the message on this card is trust your knowing and make a commitment. Trust what you know and then make the commitment, okay? This is a card of Gemini. So you could be having an issue with a Gemini or a challenge with a Gemini, but it doesn't have to mean that. So the Lover's card is about having your values in alignment. It's a card of love, unions, partnerships, relationships, choices, unity, balance again, and harmony, sexual attraction, temptation. This card can represent a choice to be made. It represents different ways to make decisions. You're being asked to consider carefully how you make that important decision before you. Do you follow your heart? Do you do what makes sense? This card suggests that there's a way to marry the head and the heart so a wise, balanced decisions can be made. Okay? Maybe because it's in your challenge position, you're doubting yourself, or you're not trusting yourself. The Lover's card can simply show love and a new relationship, but often there's a decision to be made, and this applies to a relationship and to other life areas too, such as work and finances. The Lover's card is asking you to think carefully about the future and make the right decision, rather than act impulsively to get what you need now. And remember, you got the Strength card, so you have the strength to handle this situation, to make this decision. Okay? The Lover's card, yeah. Union of opposites, a union, duality. This is a card of cooperation, of working together with others to accomplish joint purposes. It stands for attraction of any kind, and not only the romantic variety, and for any venture requiring harmony, union, and cooperation. A choice between two factors of equal worth may be required, but the choice you make will be the right one. Two or more forces or people may have come together in your life in pursuit of a common goal. This may be a temporary conjunction for some specific purpose, or it might be a long-term relationship. Yeah. This card refers to the thoughtfulness in making choices. There may be a need to heal a rift, although it can herald a romantic involvement. It most often turns up when a critical life decision must be made, sometimes in connection with a love relationship. So this card suggests, Taurus, that you are at a crossroads. That you have the strength, remember, to deal with this situation. Then your third card is the Eight of Cups. This card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. This is Pisces energy. So The Eight of Cups, it says, accept your situation without resistance on the card. This card talks about you're searching for the truth. You may be retreating or trying to escape. You may be taking a time out. You may feel dissatisfied, disappointment. You might be walking away or letting go of something, leaving behind something. But Spirit's saying a new perspective is needed. Okay? This is a pretty heavy card. A change of heart or moving on and moving on. 8 is the number of change, and it signifies a change in your life as you transition from one place or situation to another. You may have hit a wall knowing you cannot progress further, so the only option is to walk on. But overall, this 8 signifies change that is needed, and it comes quietly without soul searching. This card's message is about accepting the way things have turned out and knowing that the right time to make a move, and knowing when the right time to make a move. This card represents a very small but powerful moment in time. You've decided you need to leave something comfortable behind, and you have come to terms with that. You've decided what dream you're walking toward or moving toward. This moment, the one where you finally turn your back forever and before you take the first step, is the 8 of Cups. It can be such a conflicted moment filled with sadness over leaving, yet knowing that you're doing the right thing. You wish things were different, but they aren't, so you have to let go. Cut your losses and get out of a situation or relationship that has failed despite your best efforts. Turn your sights and your energies towards something that is likely to be more fulfilling. This card usually means that the only solution seems to be to turn your back on a situation and go in another direction. What's there isn't working as expected or isn't important anymore. You know what you want and you won't settle for anything less. And then your fourth card is the Hierophant, another major arcana card. The message on the card is, I am ready to love and learn. So the Hierophant is you showing up in your reading, Taurus. Okay? This is a card that talks about teaching, learning, spiritual wisdom, religious beliefs, education, tradition, meaning, law, beliefs, conformity. So this card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation, has something to do with your present. The Hierophant card holds diverse meanings, such as togetherness in marriage, education, and spiritual teaching. However, you may interpret this card in your reading as the overarching themes are self-alignment and self-improvement through a relationship, work, or more formal learning. At a personal level, there's a sense of peace and togetherness in mind, body, and spirit. Okay? So the overarching themes of this card are self-alignment and self-improvement through a relationship, work, or more formal learning. The Hierophant indicates a perfect balance of belief with practice It's a good omen if you're facing a problem, as it indicates you know the solution, but you need to find a way to put it into practice. If you're asked to teach, this card reminds you to be a good teacher, always seeking to make wisdom clear to any students. It can also indicate that you should seek a teacher for yourself, perhaps a formal or semi-formal course of study. Maybe the Hierophant is asking you to imagine what your life would be like if you lived by what you believe. That line gets me every single time, Taurus. Imagine what your life would be like if you lived by what you believe. It just gets me. I don't know. This card tells you that an authority is active in your life, whether it's in a religious, philosophical, social, or other capacity. You feel a great deal of loyalty to this tradition or group and choose to live in accordance with the beliefs you share with it. You may aspire to become a leader, or you may have a close relationship with the leader. There may also be a judgmental quality involved. Sometimes this card can suggest challenges or limitations of a spiritual nature. So a choice is being presented. We already know that, yeah. You're, at this stage of your spiritual development, you are challenged to remain a follower or to break out and find your own individual path. The Hierophant asks whether you will continue to depend on an outside authority, or will you learn to think for yourself? The answer is yours alone, but what you decide will affect the rest of your life. Okay? The Hierophant symbolizes any organized institution, be it religious, philosophical, educational, or spiritual, that exerts authority over its followers or participants, a kind of mind control. Such groups often insist that their way is the only way, that theirs is the ultimate truth. This feels very heavy, but Spirit's saying you are ready to love and learn at this time. Okay, this card, it's all about self-alignment and self-improvement. You're getting this through a relationship or your job. Maybe let's do some of your oracle messages now. Let's do this one over here. You got self-esteem. Okay, kind of in alignment with what we're talking about right now. Spirit's saying you possess gifts of the soul that benefit you and others. It's easy to perceive others as being better than you, but this is a trap of the ego. There is no one greater or lesser than you. There are only those who have learned how to reveal their gifts to a greater or lesser degree. Everyone is born with unique abilities of the soul, and just like snowflakes, no two are ever alike. You have a unique perspective to share with the world and have come back this time to put your stamp on it. Perhaps you may not be aware or even in tune with your incredible and gifted self. Why not try to make a list of 10 aspects of yourself or your abilities you possess that you love and hold in high regard? It is not always easy to write about yourself, but sometimes you need to be reminded just how special you are, Taurus. Remember that you did not come down to this schoolroom by accident. You have meaning and a reason for being. You are a treasure chest of incredible gifts and insights. Now is the time to celebrate you. Okay? So, let's just go to the next one. Okay? You have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. Spirit's wanting you to speak up, share your voice. What you have to say matters. It's important. You're being called to share your voice, speaking up in a relationship or through writing, speaking, singing, or some other form of creative expression. We each hold a truth deep within us that longs to be expressed. Sculpted for lifetimes, the voice of your soul is like no other. It carries with it wisdom that can only be gained through soul history and growth. By remembering, tapping into, and expressing this unique tone, we not only heal ourselves, we also heal the planet at large. When you share your voice, you unlock something in the universe and call a missing piece of you home. Your individual voice is the most powerful sound current on the planet. If you have kept your soul's voice silenced or held back, chanting or singing could truly be life-changing to you. As we shed the layers of our personality and start letting our unique soul speak through us, we discover that we actually have a very clear message that longs to be shared. The more we speak it, the clearer it gets. There has never been a better time in history than right now to rise up, speak your truth, and share your soul's voice. If you feel fearful, know that you are not alone and that the world needs your unique tone in order to harmonize. As we each rise up and share our song, we make it easier for the next person to do the same. So Spirit's saying, Taurus, express yourself, share your voice, and speak to those who can hear you. Okay, so make a note of that. You have something important to say, okay? Maybe you've been holding it back. But Spirit's saying you gotta speak up. The world needs your voice, needs your messages, okay? And then your next card is the Chariot card. This card represents your immediate future, what's likely to happen next in your life, coming up very soon. This is another major arcana card. So the message on the card is, I go forward with confidence. Right now you might not be feeling confident. That's why that's why you got the Strength card to remind you, okay? This card, the Chariot card, is Cancer, represented by Cancer in astrology. So when it comes out reverse, it's talking about a lack of control or a lack of direction, or being forceful, aggressive. It could represent feeling powerless, obstacles, having no direction or no control. So this card could be warning you, beware of letting others take control of you, or there's a danger of you running over everyone in your path, in your haste to reach your goal. It might be wise to slow down and see what lies ahead before barreling down the road. Okay? This is your immediate future card. What's likely to happen next? The changes and transitions are happening internally, though still at a rapid rate. In fact, things are moving so fast that you may feel out of control and struggle to keep your head above water. It may seem that you're being pulled in two directions at once and are stressed out by the pressure. The advice from Spirit is to choose a direction carefully and accept the process of inner transition as a positive one, but be clear about your direction in life. The more you can tune in to your own transition process, the more control over it you can exert. And then your sixth card is the Ace of Pentacles. The message on this card is, I am always rewarded for all I do. Everything you do in your life, any good deed you do, Spirit rewards you, okay? Rewards everyone, every time. This is you showing up in your reading again, Taurus. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So the outcome you desire most in your situation is new opportunities, a new financial or career opportunity, abundance. But you have the potential. You're going to achieve this. This is a card of career, firm foundations, accomplishment, a new venture, wealth, career, security, prosperity, success. This pentacle brings with it the gift of luck, an opportunity for material gain or improved health. It is solid and grounded and represents something practical and dependable. This is the seed of good things to come. Use the energy of the moment to start a new project, make a small investment, or start a fitness program. You have the opportunity to grow something wonderful. This card can also represent the arrival of some unexpected money or material item. So that's exciting. There's a new beginning, new beginnings in your life, because you have two aces. The Ace of Pentacles denotes a tangible gift or other material gain that enables a new adventure or direction. You can now establish what you choose. This gift may come in the form of money, new work, or a new contract, or a new property. The card often shows a successful job interview or a house purchase or move that brings security and a sense of belonging. You are set to expand your empire. You are rewarded. You are always rewarded for all you do. Okay? This a good fortune through good contacts, good physical health. So if you haven't been feeling well, Spirit's saying this is a good sign for good health. The Ace of Pentacles is an extremely positive card, predicting success for some new enterprise that you are starting. You are planting the seeds for a new venture involving the acquisition of money or financial security. The Ace is a strong indication of prosperity coming to you. Be open to receive the benefits it promises. New financial opportunities, successes, new money, new enterprise, resources, ambition, opportunity, and acquiring material goods is represented by the Ace of Pentacles. Also physical and health related benefits. So that's very exciting. Then your next card is the Ten of Swords. This card represents your self-image, how you see yourself. Okay, the Ten of Swords message is, I see the truth in this ending. So this could go with the message about walking away, right? The Ten of Swords is a card of Gemini. This is a card that talks about betrayal, painful endings, deep wounds, loss. Again, they're talking about have a new perspective, a fresh perspective, or a new understanding. This is a card of failure, collapse, defeat, destruction, exhaustion. So how you see yourself. This card says that in no uncertain terms that finally it's over. You have fought and worked at it, but you cannot change the situation. There's just no fixing it. It's a strange moment because you thought you'd feel a lot more pain and distress, but actually you feel calm and peaceful. Deep down, you're relieved that you don't have to fight it anymore. This card is saying you need to make a clean break from the past and its attendant pain and suffering. Whether this means a divorce, quitting a job, moving across the country, or changing a belief system. Make the break cleanly, leaving no loose ends, and do away with previous illusions that have clouded your vision, and try not to worry. This card marks the beginning of the end of a period of trials and tribulations, but it also signifies the start of a new cycle. But first you have to clear away the debris of the old cycle, and often this process is painful. Stress and exhaustion may accompany the appearance of this card. The Ten of Swords. A sudden ending. This 10 in the conflict-ridden suit of the swords shows an outcome that is unexpected and sudden. The card often denotes the end of a job or relationship, and although this feels like a fast unraveling, on reflection you see that it may have been building for some time. There is a finality here which suggests the situation or relationship is completely over. This card can also be seen as an aspect of the Major Arcana Death card, which brings necessary endings so you are able to quickly transition into a new phase. And then your animal spirit card that came out today is the Cobra. So I wanted to do this with your self-image card together. The Cobra energy represents pausing, waiting, and the inner teacher. So that goes with the Hierophant too. The Hierophant is the teacher. The Cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The Cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, and ever loving. The essence of the Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher, and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears? Well, it's time. The teacher is here. You are ready to learn. Again, you are a student of life. You are humble and wise when you are in balance. You are a student of life, humble and wise. when you are out of balance. Don't shoot the messenger, Taurus. I'm just giving you the messages from Spirit. When you're out of balance, Spirit's saying you can be a bit of a know-it-all, egocentric. So if you ever feel your energy is out of balance, Spirit's saying take a class, study something. That'll bring you back into balance, okay? And then your 8th card is the Fool reversed. The message on the card is, I am guided and protected on my life journey. Maybe you don't feel like that because it came out reversed, but you are always protected and guided on your life journey. Know that, okay? This is a card that's represented by Uranus. Reverse, this card is talking about being reckless or holding back. That's why Spirit's saying share your voice. Being naive or gullible. This is a card of apathy, vanity, distribution, absence, being foolish, risk-taking, being inconsiderate. So this card warns of making a foolish decision. Really be careful about this decision, I think. Yeah, for sure. Make sure you're making the best decision possible, okay? Use your head and your heart. The time for independent action may not be right. You must discriminate between your dreams of going off on an adventure or leaving everything behind and reality. You know the saying, don't quit your day job? It may apply here. This is not to say that what you want to do is invalid, only that you must consider all of the pros and cons carefully. You may be so focused on your future or your dreams that you are unaware of the danger signs right at your feet. Take the time to look around you, heeding signals that may help you make a wise choice. Then your hopes and fears card, what you hope for or fear the most in your situation is the High Priestess. Excuse me. So the High Priestess is talking about a higher power, your inner voice, your inner knowledge, your hidden knowledge, sacred knowledge, your intuition, your unconscious, your subconscious mind. It's the divine feminine. This is a card of wisdom, secrets, mystery, spirituality, unseen influences at work. This card is represented by the moon in astrology. So the High Priestess, your hopes and fears card, you're experiencing awareness of the invisible world where inner change takes place before it manifests in the outer material world. Your attunement to these inner invisible sources is acute now, and you are in a position to take advantage of this. You may want to practice meditation to go deeper into your inner core. Tune into your inner voice and spiritual awareness by whatever meditative method works for you. This card is about knowledge that you need and that can be revealed, but this knowledge is beyond logic. You must access and trust your intuition if you hope to understand it. Refrain from action for a while and instead take the time to search within yourself for the wisdom you need to move on. It could also mark the beginning of a personal spiritual journey. On a mundane level, it suggests sharing knowledge and not keeping secrets. Share your voice, okay? What you have to say is important. The High Priestess is asking you to follow your inner knowing. So this is a time to listen to your intuition and to trust yourself. You may be drawn to spiritual development or psychic work just now. This card can also show finding a teacher or mentor and seeking deeper personal knowledge. Another aspect of the card is the need for discretion, privacy, and even secrecy. You may have a secret to protect. So Spirit's saying your intuition guides you to the truth. And then your future card, if all is to remain as is the Ace of Cups. I welcome new love and trust what it brings. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This card talks about experiencing an emotional awakening. It's creativity again. It's love, joy, happiness, abundance again. This card is talking about emotional expression. Express how you feel. Intuition, spirituality, new feelings. The Ace of Cups indicates a new beginning, a new love, or a one-on-one relationship of any kind. Previously unfelt emotions come into play now, perhaps as a result of seeing a relationship in a new way. This ace can also herald a birth of a child or an idea. This is a fertile time for emotional or creative growth, as this ace symbolizes the consummation of something hoped for. This card represents a gift of love, either personal or spiritual, receiving a gift from the universe. Spirit saying, welcome new love and trust what it brings. This ace, the aces reveal new beginnings, and you have two of them. The Ace of Cups heralds a new relationship or project that brings an outpouring of love and emotion. This is an intense time as your heart overflows, and you may feel overwhelmed at times as you enter into a deep bond or respond intensively to whatever you fall in love with, whether it's a partner, a child, or a new creative project. This card could also reveal a pregnancy and fertility. So this card represents future parenthood. There you go. So that is your reading. Thank you for letting me channel these messages today to you from Spirit. I'm truly very grateful. If you liked this reading, if it helped at all, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. And if you want your own private personal reading, I'll leave my email under the video. It's by donation only, so you can donate to my channel if you like, but you don't have to. Okay, so thank you, Taurus. Sending you a huge hug. Have an awesome rest of your day. Take good care. See you next time. Bye.